Hello everyone. Today we'll be starting with the next chapter, which is chapter 10, Basic Geometrical Ideas. Now in this you are going to study about the geometrical terms. Like the first one is ray, the line, what is a line, what is a line segment, what are intersecting lines, parallel lines, concurrent lines. All these are the basic terms of the geometry. So to start with this, I'm going to start with the first question of the exercise, and then only I'm going to explain you all the terms side by side. Now first is that you have to identify the points, lines, line segments and the rays in the following diagram. Now this diagram is given to you in the notebook, in the book, and now on the basis of this you are going to identify what are the points, lines, line segments and rays. Before that I am going to explain you what are these things. Okay, now if I'm going to go back to the first one, what are the basics? Point is this decimal. This is a point. Okay, this point is called, you can write it as a, you can name it as any alphabet, you can name it. Okay, if I'm going to talk about a point, name this point, I can name it as D, I can name it as E, I can name it as any alphabet. So this is a point. The second concept is of a ray. From this point I can make a arrow like this arrow which has no ending. Arrow means it has no ending and it can go on and on. But this point is the fixed point. That means it is going to start from here, but it is not going to have any end. So this arrow means no ending. This decimal, this point means it has the starting point. This is called as a ray. Starting from the point and has no end, that is called as a ray. Now what is a line segment? Line segment means which has both the ends. It has a starting point and it has an ending point. So this is called as a line segment. This is a line segment. If I have to name this line segment, I'll be writing as PQ. This is the starting point, which is P. This is the ending point, which is Q. Okay, so this is the line segment whose name is PQ. Now if I have to give it the notation, how I'm going to write the line segment, I'll be writing it as PQ, and notation is given as like this. On the top I'm going to make the line segment. Similarly, if I have this AB ray, AB is the ray. How I'm going to represent this ray? I am going to write it as AB. This is the name of the ray, and I am going to represent this by the symbol in which ray is formed on the top. So this means AB is the ray, PQ is the line segment. Segment means I am going to have a line. A line has no end point, no starting point. Okay, like for example, this is the ray. If this is the starting point, it has no end point, it is going on. Similarly, on the other side also, it does not have any point. It does not have any ending point. So this means this is a line which has no starting point, which has no ending. So if I have to represent a line, this is a line. LM, this is a line. Like this. This is a line. Line segment means a part of this line, a small segment. Segment means a part. So if I'm going to take LM, for example, this is the name P and this is the name Q. Out of this PQ, I am taking this much part of this line. This is the part which I have taken out. This is the part which I'm going to take it as a segment. This is a segment of the complete line. So that is called as the line segment, which has two end points. Starting point also, and it has end point also. Ray means one fixed point and has no ending point. Okay, so these are points, ray, line segments and line. Okay, now on the basis of these four things, I am going to do the first question. Now the next terms we will be doing question by question. Okay, now let's move to the question number 1. Now this is the figure which is given to you. On this figure you are going to tell what are the points. Now what are the points? I have told you point means this dot. Which is the dot? If you will see this O, here J, H, I, these are the points. So H, I, J, O are the points. You have to write the points. Next is line. Line means like this, which has two arrows. Okay, these are the lines. So now you are going to see FC, you can see F and this is C, and it has two arrows. So this is a line. A line is which has two arrows. ED, these are having two arrows. Okay, next, only these two are there. And what is the notation for line? You are going to draw two arrows on the top. Two arrows means it is a line. Next is line segment. Now line segment means which has endpoints, fixed point and end point. I can write IJ, I can write JO, I can write JH, I can write IO. So this and this I can write J and O, I can write I and J. Next is a ray. Now what is ray? Ray means a starting point and the end point is an arrow. That means it has no end point. Okay, this is the starting point. This is the starting point and this is an arrow. This is the starting point. This is an arrow. This is the starting point and this is an arrow. So what are the rays in this? IB, JB, OB, or you can write JG, OF, OE, OA, OB, OC, OD. These are the rays. Okay, so I have written all of these. Okay, and this was your question number 1. Right, now let's move to question number 2. Question number 2 is identify the intersecting parallel and concurrent lines in the following figure. Now what are the intersecting lines, what are the parallel lines, and what are the concurrent lines? Firstly, let us understand the next three terms. Now in this, firstly let's see intersecting lines. What are the intersecting lines? When these are the two lines, they are intersecting at one point. This is the common point of intersection. So these 2 points are intersecting at one point. This is called as an intersecting lines. Okay, when two lines, only two lines I'm talking about, when two lines intersect each other at one point, that is called as intersecting point. And this is the point of intersection. Now what are the parallel lines? The lines which do not intersect, which are never going to intersect. For example, in this notebook, I can see that these are the two parallel lines which are never going to intersect each other. These are the parallel lines which do not have any intersection point or the common point. Those are the parallel lines. And now what are the concurrent lines? Concurrent lines means when three or more lines pass through a single point. We are not talking about two. When we are going to talk about two lines, they are going to intersect each other at one point. That is called as intersecting point lines. But when I am going to talk about the concurrent lines start from three lines. Three or more lines pass through a single point. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lines, 5 lines, 6 lines, as many lines are there, but they all have to pass through only one point. This one point. So this is called as the concurrent line. So now we have done three type of lines: intersecting lines, parallel lines, and concurrent lines. Now let's move to the question number 2. Question number 2 is, on this figure, on the basis of this figure, you are going to identify the intersecting, parallel, and concurrent lines. Okay, now firstly let us see the intersecting lines. Intersecting lines means two lines which will always be in pair, because only two lines can intersect. AB and GH. AB, GH. These two, AB and GH. These two lines are intersecting. AB, IJ. These two lines are intersecting. Or I can say AB, KL. Two lines are intersecting. AB, EF. Lines are intersecting. Right? Next, CD, IJ. CD, GH. These are the also lines which are intersecting. Okay, so these all are the intersecting. I have written all the intersecting pairs here. Okay, AB, GH, AB, EF, AB, KL, AB, IJ, CD, KL. This is CD and this is KL. Now this line is also intersecting CD at this point. So these two are also the intersecting lines. Similarly, I can say CD, EF. This is also intersecting. Okay, we have written it here. Next, and CD, GH. This is also intersecting. CD, GH. Okay, so these are the intersecting lines. The next is concurrent lines. Concurrent lines means from one point, three lines are passing. From one point, three lines are passing. Now if you will see here, AB, IJ, KL. 3 lines are passing through one point. AB, GH, EF. 3 lines are passing through one point. So these are the pairs of the concurrent lines. Right? Now the next is the parallel lines. Now which are the parallel lines? Parallel lines are AB and CD because they are not going to meet anywhere. Okay, these are the parallel lines. I, J, G, H. These are the parallel lines because they will never intersect each other. I, J, G, H. They will never intersect each other. Next, if you will think that K, L and E, F, they are also a parallel. No, they are not parallel because if I'm going to extend this EF, this is going to meet KL at some point. They're going to intersect each other. So this is not the pair of parallel lines, right? So this was your question number 2, intersecting, concurrent and parallel lines. These were the next 3 terms. Now let's move to question number 3. Before that, you will be doing that question number 3 in the book, but before that, let's start with question number 4. Question 4 is, study the figure given alongside. Now this is the figure which is given in the book. You have to study this figure, name the polygon and identify its vertices, sides and diagonals. Okay. Now this is a polygon. What is a polygon? Polygon means a closed figure. It is a closed figure which has n number of sides. Now if you will see, this is closed and how many sides are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is a polygon with 5 sides. And what is the name of this polygon? A, B, C, D, E. This is the name of the polygon. And this name is called as the pentagon. Pentagon means a polygon which has 5 sides. A polygon which has 5 sides. Penta means 5. Gon means closed figure. So a closed figure with 5 sides is called as the pentagon. And the name of the pentagon is A, B, C, D, E. Right? Now the next term is you have to tell the vertices. What are the vertices? Vertices means these points A, B, C, D, E, in which 2 lines are going to meet, which have the common point. When 2 sides have the common point, that common point is called as the vertex. Okay, A, B, B, C, they have A, B, B, C. They have a common point which is B. So that means B is the vertex. Okay, similarly A, B, A, E, they have the common point which is A. So A is the vertex. So these are the vertices A, B, C, D, E. I am calling it vertex. This is the singular term. But when I have many points, that is known as vertices. For plural, we are using vertices. For singular, for one point, we are naming it as vertex. Next is sides. Now you have to name the sides. These are the sides. The closed figure, you have to name the sides. A, B, B, C, C, D, D, E, E, A. These are the sides of this. And what are the diagonals? Diagonal means when except the adjacent point, each vertex is joined with the other vertex. When the vertices are joined with the other vertices except the side vertex. Like for example, I'm talking about A. With A, the side vertices are A, B, A, E. These are the side vertices. So these are not the diagonals. These are the sides. Diagonal means opposite or any other but except the side ones. A, C, A, D. These are the diagonals. From B, now from B, I cannot say that B, A is the diagonal. B, E, B, D. But B, C is not the diagonal. From C, if I will talk, if I'm writing AC or I am writing CA, they both are same because I will count it as only one diagonal. CA I have already written. AC, this is only one diagonal. Okay, then CE, this is the diagonal. I cannot name CD because CD is the side. Next, BD or DB, same. So you can see that these are the names of the diagonals. AC, AD, BD, BE and CE. Okay, and this was your question number 4. I hope you have understood the terms. Now the next question is question number 5, in which you have to name the different angles and you have to write the pair of adjacent angles. Now before that, I want to explain you certain things. First is, now the first is, name the different angles. Angles means when two sides, when this side and this side has a common point, then they are going to make this as an angle. POT, this is one angle. Okay, then which is the next angle? TOS. Okay, let me make you understand here. These are the two sides. This is one side and this is the second side. Now when these two sides are going to make an arc like this is A, for example, this is A, this is O, and this is B. When these two lines are going to make an arc like this arc is called as an angle, and this is named as angle AOB. Where this arc is formed, this arc is formed on this O is going to be in between. Okay, so this is the name of the angle. Now let us start with the question. Name different angles, write pair of adjacent angles. Firstly, I am going to tell you the names of the angles. What can be the names? POT, TOS, this can be the angle. SOR, this can be the angle. ROQ, and this can be the angle. Now these were the single angles. I can say that POS, if I'm going to draw it like here, this is P, this is O, and this is S. Can I say this is also making an angle? POS. So similarly, I can write it here as POS is one angle. Two sides are having a common vertex. Okay. Next, I can say POS, POR, POQ. These are the angles. See, POR, POQ, POS. I can say TOR, this is also an angle from T, O, and R. If two sides are there, this side is also there, this side is also there, I can make this angle like this. Or I can say TOQ. This is also the angle. Okay. And with SOR, I have made one angle. SOQ, this will also be one angle. So these are the names of the different angles. Next is that we are going to discuss about is write the pairs of the adjacent angles. Adjacent angle means the two angles which are the neighbors of each other. Now you know it, POT, TOS. POT, TOS. They both are the neighbors. Neighbors means they have the common side. This is the common side. POT, TOS, they have the common side which is TO. Okay, so now when they have the common side, so angle POT and TOS are the adjacent angles. Similarly, angle TOS, SOR, they have the common vertex. They have the common side which is OS. So TOS, SOR is the adjacent angle. Likewise, SOR, ROQ, they are the adjacent angles. Okay, so you can see the answer here. I have written in here adjacent angles. Right? Now, before starting with question number 3, I want to explain you certain terms which are of the curves. Now, what are the curves? There are different type of curves. Let us understand this. If I'm with this word, I can say this is a curve. This is a curve. Okay. So these are the, which are not straight lines, those are the curves. Now, what are simple curves? Curves that do not cross themselves. Like I have drawn this curve like this. This is not the simple curve because they have intersected here. They both have intersected here. Okay, so the simple curves are the curves which do not intersect or cross themselves. This I can write like this. I can make anything. This is the closed curve because they are not, and not any single line is intersecting with each other. If I have drawn like this is not the simple curve because now these are intersecting. Okay. Next, closed curves. Closed curves are the simple curves which starts and end at the same point. For example, this. Simple curve, again that means which do not intersect. Now simple curve means I'm drawing like this. These are closed. So the simple curves which have the starting, I have started this figure like this and I have ended this at the same point. So the closed curves are the simple curves which do not intersect with each other, and this have the starting and the ending points same. The next is the open curve, that means they are not closed, so they are going to be open. Curves that do not start and end at the same point, so they are going to be called as the open curves. Now question number 3 you will be doing in the book. Question number 3 is you have to tick the simple closed curves along the among the following. Simple closed means firstly you will see that the figure has to be closed, and if it is closed then it has to be simple, that means they should not intersect with each other. If this you will see, this is the closed, but they are not are intersecting also with any of the other sides, so yes, this is a simple closed curve. This is a closed figure but they are intersecting with this line, so this is not simple closed curve. Next, this is a closed curve. Yes, this is the closed curve. Simple. Yes, it is simple because they are not intersecting. So yes, this is also the correct one. Next is this one. This is open. This is not closed from anywhere. So this is wrong. Next, E part, correct. This is closed also and it is not intersecting also. F part, if you will see, this is intersecting here. So this is not a simple closed curve. And this was your exercise 10.1. So do question number 1, 2, 4 and 5 in the notebook and question 3 in the book. Thank you.